Previously on Raw Danger. Well, hello and welcome back to Nathan Plays Raw Danger. My name is Nathan and this is Raw Danger for the PlayStation 2. In the previous installment, we finished off Joshua.
I'm glad we caught you. But you're just another loser who'll spend a few years in prison and be free. If you weren't protected by the laws, I'd be more than happy to shoot you.
Okay, so I know I'll be getting a very fair investigation from you. And off the hop, I'm going to say it seems a little odd that a detective would be so angry about the law, but whatever.
This can't be happening. My brother's room is number 402. Which way?
And with that, we are in control of Amber Bazil for the first time. We retained our fancy little train compass from the previous chapter, and we're wandering around this strangely blue-tinted apartment building. They did this, I suppose, as a style choice to emphasize that it's a flashback. And 402, it's a little blurry, but I can just make it out.
David?
Oh, I think I just took my shoes off there. I just realized that for the first time.
Right here?
Interesting. Very American of me. Well, I guess I'm supposed to go that way, but I'm going to check out David's apartment first. Nice little combined wash-dry unit there. That's cool. Fairly spacious, but Spartan bathroom. There's some water or something. No, it's clean. It's pretty good. Looks nice. Somebody left the tub running, it looks like. We'll do the responsible thing and just shut that off there. There we go. Very American-style bath and shower area there as well. Actually, dropped back in for a second look this time, just to... Yep. Yeah, just like you see in any typical American condo there. Anyway, let's go see where the game wanted us to go. Or maybe not. I got a little turned around, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Sierra Young?
My first dialogue choice. None of them really terribly compelling. Except I can claim to be Sierra Young, who I don't know who that is.
Sister.
I see. I'm sorry. He brought this on himself.
Okay, that's a curious thing to say. What precisely do you mean by that?
What the?
Oh, no.
David, what's wrong? David! No!
Music box.
What?
Well, with no option to attempt CPR or phone the authorities, I guess I'm going to go off and look for this music box that he referred to. First, let's see what's on telly. It's a live broadcast. Oh, there's the mayor. I guess he's giving his speech right now. Is the music box out here? Oh, possibly. What's this? Music box compass. Not quite what we were looking for, but snazzy. Look, it opens and closes. That's cool. Okay, this is alarming, but we're going to keep looking. It was his last wish. Watch the slowest falling bulletin board ever. Oh, it's a photo of David. At the moment, I decided to check my inventory to see if that photo yielded any extra clues. While doing so, I noted that my talent is steal this time around as opposed to hug. We'll see where and when that comes in handy. I don't know for sure. I can check my map, of course. I also discovered the relationship tab, which shows you each of the characters as well as their gender for some reason. And I didn't really dig any further than that. In the read area, there is the David photo, but there's no extra information to be found on the back or anything. Just a photo of Dave. Oh, yikes. Wow. It really sounds like she's broken something there when she gets down to crawl. So get used to that sound, I guess. Ah, the actual music box.
Merry Christmas. I had to get you this Christmas gift. I know how much you've always wanted it. I know you always break things you're not supposed to. I hope you'll have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is the Geo Police Department. We received a call. Is everything okay? This is the police. Open the door.
Well, it's a little bit suspicious that they're here so quickly, given that I certainly haven't called for help, even though I probably should have. I guess I'll go and answer the door, but first I'm just going to check out the kitchen real quick. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Look at this. It's got a microwave back there. Okay. All right, let's go let the police in.
This is the police. Open
A helpful reminder that the police are still wishing for us to open the door. I suspect something's going on here. And I will slowly turn to face.
What happened? We received a report of a murder.
Let's see, I can say he was killed. I think going straight to I didn't kill him kind of sounds more suspicious than it should. So, and I don't know for sure that the man in the black suit did it. But apparently just being there was enough to get me thrown in the slammer. Right in the clink.
Continue your investigation and find out who the real killer is.
Right in the old, I don't know any other euphemisms for jail. Sorry, Amber. So now we have control in the actual jail cell. We can take a little look around here. It's fairly large for our purposes, although there's not much to do, obviously. We have a bed there and sort of a walled-off partition here. Checking it out, it appears to be... oh, a bathroom. That's nice. A little privacy there. towel rack seemed conspicuous, so I checked it out, and she says it's easy to break, although I'm not really sure why I would want to know that. Can I crawl under the bed? No. Well, now what? Maybe I can find a bottle of ketchup like in Metal Gear. I can climb onto the bed.
Hey!
And, oh.
Shut up and be quiet.
Accidentally hitting my yell button seems to have triggered a response from the guard, and so I decided to
Hey!
press it a little further. I want some answers.
Shut up.
Uh-oh. My yelling has apparently triggered the foundations to come loose. Now that towel rack is free as well. Let's grab that. Not sure why, but maybe it'll be a weapon or something. I suppose the pitch of my voice destabilized the concrete in the walls, but it's made a very convenient hole from which I can climb out of the cell. Well, go toward the light, as they say, but it's locked. Alright, let's see what our options are here. It's kind of creepy. Sort of area there. We've got interrogation room or something. Nothing here, although I discovered I can climb up on the table like a miscreant. And in the second interrogation room, I found my very first hot pad of the chapter. Heating pad, I mean. I prefer to call them hot pads. Let's see what else is around here. Something to help me escape. I don't think a heating pad's going to do that. Oh, locker room. And that door is damaged as well. Locker room sounds promising. This fellow's in a bit of trouble. Let's see what we can do.
Please, get this off me.
I have to save him. I really don't want to. What's going on? Well, that seems clear, and leave him alone. Well, I don't think it's going to help my testimony if I just leave him there, so I felt compelled to help.
That was close. Will, you see a key ring around here? You can't open the gate without it.
Well, my sixth sense for items is telling me that there's a key ring next to the shelf, but the gap is too narrow. Ah, maybe I have something for that. Thin bar with hooks at the ends. Perfect. I easily fish out his keys. And it looks like the towel bar has served its purpose. There was only once that I can remember in the last chapter that I was led astray by that prompt, and I threw away the crank too early, but it should be fine.
Good. Now I can...
I try to give it back to the policeman,
Your belongings are in the locker.
but he reminds me that my belongings are in the locker. Why don't you go get them? That's awfully nice of you. Wouldn't have to do that. There's a save point there, but I don't need to warm up just yet. Let's check the lockers here. Well, I have something for that too. Inside, there's a couple of things. The first of which being my very trendy shoulder bag, which will equip that, and that will form my backpack for now. Give me extra inventory space, as well as some lace-up boots. I'll throw those on. Why not? I checked the rest of the lockers, but they were either empty or jammed or whatever. Back to the officer. Let's give him back his keys. For real this time. Thanks, man. Appreciate getting my bag back. These things aren't cheap. But he says I should use it on the door instead. Still doesn't want his keys.
Let's get out of here.
Here we go, I guess. Use these one more time.
What are you doing? Are you helping the suspect flee?
No, I'm not. She just...
She's a killer. You know what happens if a murderer escapes? Kill again.
Dude, I am really feeling like you have it in for me for some reason.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Just a safety.
Because it's like the ethically good thing to do and it makes you better than the murderers? And oh, okay, you're locking me back in here without the keys now.
All right,
And you've handcuffed
everyone's
me.
evacuated from the basement.
Oh, they are not all evacuated. I'm so... okay, alright, okay. Fine. Fine. I'll find a different way out. I'm resourceful. See? I already know that my voice can shatter the walls in this place. This time I didn't have to yell, but I have access to the save point again, and apparently a different route has opened up there. The door that was stuck before is now just collapsed entirely. Resourceful. Show them. Officer hates my guts over there. It's another interrogation room that has sadly nothing in it. And the area is starting to fill up with water, so it's in my best interest to get out of here sooner rather than later, I suppose. Can't hide out in the basement all day. Watch out for that fountain there. Of course, you have to check the corners of these places. You never know what you're going to miss. Stand on that. Who knows? Let's see, what's this? Ooh. A custom jacket. Well, for now, all I can do is drape it over my shoulders in sort of a pathetic fashion, but it works. I also found a police report. Maybe I'll read that later on. Now's probably not the best time to sit down and have story time. In this room, there's, let's see here. Ah, some tomato soup. I'll want that for later. Some shelves of documents and, oh, a rather conspicuous one sticking out. Labeled Crime File. Ooh, I've always wanted to read Crime File. I'll take that one for later as well. That's a little fireside reading there. Oh, and my old friend Ladder is back. Good old step ladder. Let's get you out of there. I'm sure I'll need you. Probably in that well-lit area, at the back of the corridor. As usual, step ladder is super weird to drive. Oh, there we go. But just before I do that, let's take a quick look in here and make sure I'm not missing whatever this is. An ice cream compass. Oh man, they're just throwing compasses at me here. Ice cream. Delicious. And beyond that, nothing. Okay, now it's time to leave for real. Oh, and we just made it outside. Not a moment too soon, even with all my lollygagging about.
Hey, what's going on here?
Why do we have to stay here and babysit the criminals? I mean, who cares about that?
Again, due process is a thing, and I'm not convinced you really investigated the crime scene at all.
Evacuation buses leaving Northgate of downtown station.
Well, I made no effort to hide whatsoever. He walked straight past me, but now I'm in a little bit of a stealth section here, as a matter of fact. I have to keep an eye on this policeman. I can duck down there, try and make my way away from the station, towards freedom, higher ground. Wouldn't mind clearing my name either. Let's head around the corner here and Oh, whoops. Oh, nope. Okay, not that way. Maybe, oh, whoops. Okay, all right, this way, perhaps? Ah, very handy. There's a chunk of wall missing. Lots of items on the other side there. And check that out. Frozen Compass. Oh man, they were already doing movie tie-ins in 2007? That's cool. That's very forward-thinking of them. I can see a couple of people having a conversation over there. That's not to draw attention to myself, I suppose. But I want those items. Well, try and sneak out through the gap in the wall there. As I interact with this pipe that's in my way, it spills some sort of black viscous liquid toward the fire. It's probably fine. And now prepare for the best explosion. Best explosion 1. Best explosion 2. The animation budget in this game must have been through the roof. Crazy. Oh, look out, people! Everything's blowing up. It's oh boy. That's probably fine. I'm sure they're fine. Good. Time to go. The first aid kit lying in the street. Maybe I should see if I can get over there and offer them a hand again to... But there's, 2 of the world's worst policemen are sitting at the end of the street, apparently not noticing the giant raging inferno that's right behind them. They're probably going to arrest me, despite everything, so we'll just keep going. We also have this fellow not noticing that anything's wrong in any direction, me or the explosion that's just to his right. So, GeoCity's finest.
Hey,
Del Rey's finest. Oh,
The suspect has escaped. I repeat, the suspect has escaped.
well, now I know that his weakness are those roadway barriers. Anyway, we're back to the map here. As we can see, now once it's back to one section is only light blue and the rest still seems to be okay. Severe rain is expected to cause major flooding on the west side, says the news thing. And I'm going to keep running. I'm the fugitive now. Oh, she's doing the meme. Well, I'm back in control. Getting near to our first sort of major crossover with the previous chapter. Decided to employ a heating pad because by this time I'm quite thoroughly soaked. And only getting colder. We'll hop this thing that the detective was unable to do. Well, there's a couple of people. They don't look like policemen. Maybe they can actually help me. But first of all, we glance out to tune back into the familiar news broadcast that we saw when we were Joshua. It's really boring and really long, so I skipped it. Basically, it's telling everyone that there's flooding and there's a murderer on the loose, I guess. Alleged murderer. I found another thing back here, which is another new compass, a fig compass. This is an embarrassment of riches, compass-wise. It's a king's ransom of compasses in this chapter so far. Anyway, let's see what these fellas have to say. Help me out, will ya?
Excuse me.
Yes. You look familiar. Need to evacuate. Let's go together. Hey. What? You make it a problem.
remember the news report?
Oh, that's right.
Maybe we shouldn't go with her.
Come on, let's go.
Typical men, do they let me explain my side of the story? No, they just make a snap judgment and run away. I was a little cautious getting close to this tanker because I remember the last one I got near.
You found?
Nah, not yet. We've been busy.
My old friend
evacuating
detective is back.
What? He's a murderer. A sick woman who killed her own brother.
No, again, I'm not sure how you're getting there to that conclusion.
I'm sure.
And now you're threatening your coworkers.
Yes, sir. We'll make it our top priority to find the fugitive.
I'm not convinced that he is 100% of an emotionally stable person. Anyway, we have another stealth section here. Wait for the police officer to turn his back, and then I'm going to make a dash for the next car. Go, 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 go. No, don't get stuck on the thing. Just go. Okay, there we go. That one I took a little bit of a risk, but it paid off. Hey, look, there's me. Or, that was me. Remember that? He's going to ask them if they see me, and I'm right there. And then I was like, no, sorry, dude. Can't help you. I knew that would pay off. I knew that was the right call. I knew in my heart. Meanwhile, I'm going to get out of here. Just head away from that policeman. There goes both me, or Joshua and Steph. See you guys later. Good luck. Telltale rumble sound that I completely failed to duck for, and of course I took the hit there, as I always will. I knew that tower was going to fall in the back of my mind, but I forgot about it in that moment. Coming around the corner, we have a save point, trash fire there, looking pretty good, and a first recycle bin. I have a lot of inventory space, so let's see what I left for myself. I actually don't quite remember at this point because it has been a while since I've accessed one of these, both in-game and real world. I have nothing I'd like to store, but I'm going to take out what's in there. I left a D battery and a garbage bag for myself, apparently. Thanks, past me. Super good thinking on that one. Hey, didn't I give some stuff to that Jasper fellow as well, the homeless guy? I wonder if that's a separate thing. Like if he has his own set of items. I don't know. Anyway. Or maybe it's like just at certain points? I'm not really sure how that system works. But in any case, this felt like a good place to take a little bit of a rest. Take a quick break from the video. Save the game there. And I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. We're going to see where Amber's chapter goes from here. And we'll see you next mission.